welcome back to Giovanna Designs. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being here. If you've been here before, welcome back. So today is going to be a little bit interesting. It's going to be a commission piece, and it's for a lady who, funny enough, we went to high school together, but haven't spoken since high school. We weren't great friends. We sort of knew of each other in passing, and Facebook is a wonderful thing. And we were on a Facebook Ehlers-Danlos site, and she just went, "Hey, wait a second, I know you." And I went, "Wait a second, I know you." And so it was really interesting that we kind of reconnected that way probably about a year ago. And then she started watching my videos, and she saw the last one that I did that was not the last video, but the last one that she saw was the one that was sort of a experiment, trial and error. I'm gonna pour it in crazy different ways video. I believe it was number 58, I wanna say. I'll link it at the top to make sure that I'm saying the right one. And she just contacted me and said, "This will be perfect for my daughter's room. Now, since I'm gonna be buying one for my one daughter's room, I gotta buy one for the other daughter's room. Can you make these other colors?" And considering the fact that the Ehlers-Danlos mascot is a zebra, she wanted to do black and white and all the different colors of her daughter's room. So her daughter was really cool. She's such a cool kid, and she's got all my favorite colors. So of course I think I love her to death. But she started off with painting her own bathroom in these colors, basically the aquamarine of DecoArt. I'm gonna put it this way and see if you can see that on top of there, the sticker on top of there. That's a really good reflection of the color. And the Modern Masters in Glacier Blue, which I've explained to you guys before. It's much more of a turquoisey pearl. It's really, really pretty. And then accent colors, I mixed these two together because neither one was perfectly right. I had DecoArt in Berry. These are all the Extreme Sheen lines, which I love. I think they're great. They make a lot of really cool reactions. And the Extreme Sheen in Pink Tourmaline. That's a really pretty color. And then for the purple, we did DecoArt Extreme Sheen in Amethyst. And then the Modern Masters in Amethyst. And then black, we did Arteza in Mars Black. I mean, you don't need to see that one. So that's the colors. And then for the design, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm trying to really get the sharp lines of the distinction of the black and the colors together. So I'm going to be more kind of intentional in the way that I put the paint down to get sort of the swirl designs of more of a ring pour-esque kind of a thing. I can't really do a ring pour perfectly, to be honest with you. My hands shake, and so it doesn't quite work for me. And so I never really go for it that much. But this is going to be really close to a ring pour. But I want to do several areas like that in order to have them sort of overlapping. I think that'll be really cool. And the way that I mixed my Mars Black, I made it a little bit different in the pouring medium because I want it to break up a little bit. I don't want them to be sharp. Yes, I want it to be sharp lines in between the black and the color, but I want them to almost craze to that effect. I hope that I'm explaining that properly. I want them to really sort of like break up on the canvas to give you, so maybe you can see the colors from underneath. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that the chemical reactions between the two pouring mediums will sort of cause that to happen. So, okay, here we go. Wish me luck. All right, let's go. Oh my goodness. You're not going to believe this one. So I think I just had the biggest scare of my career. I gave myself a heart attack. As I'm holding the camera, my phone camera, mind you, over the piece like this, getting ready to record, I dropped it. And then fumbled it like a football so that it wouldn't end up landing in the piece. Because if that happened, there's no coming back from that. There really isn't. Not on a piece like this where there's so much pattern and color and design. And oh my gosh, I am so in love with this piece. Look at these awesome cells. The cells just came out so cool. Look at that. And I love that pink one in the middle here where when the light's coming over it, and I'm going to move the light away. It's like color inside of color inside of color. Just love those. And that corner just looks like another slice of that agate stone kind of a thing with this really cool little detail of lacing on the edge with the black. All of that extreme sheen sparkle sort of blanketed over a lot of the black. If you can see as I'm moving over the black, it sparkles so beautifully. Came out really, really cool and so interesting. And those little cells were all made by basically kind of taking advantage of the flocculation that was happening. So if I had left it, look at that cool river of black lace again. Oh, love it. If I had left this alone and not torched it, what would have happened would have been that the piece would have dried with a lot of the stripes and none of these little baby cells. And then what would have happened, I should keep saying, flumbling that one, is that after it dried, either they would pop and you would see the white from underneath, which was the base, or in the case of that's in the middle anyway, where the white was underneath the regular paints. But in these corners, you might have even seen the canvas pop through as sort of little pinholes. And I didn't want that. So once I saw that, it was starting to stretch, I said, okay, let's see what'll happen if I torch here and bring some of the distinction of the difference in the colors. Let's see, again, silver and black and teal. Love it. And look at that. Oh, it's like purple and pink into the silver. Just so pretty. But the densities of the paint make all the difference in the world when it comes to cells. And so because I had such different densities in the paints, that's how you get these multicolored cells. It's not the mixing, it's not anything else. It's all about the chemistry in the paints. Isn't that cool? I love this. It's so wild and crazy and perfect for a young lady. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. If you want to see any of my other work, check out my Instagram, which is @GiovannaDesigns. If you want to commission a piece, you can email me at giovannadesigns@gmail.com. You can always email me if you have any questions or leave comments here. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I have a lot of different stuff going on lately. I was Dutch pours and Dutch pours only for a long time there, and I've started branching out to recording some of my other means and techniques. So I hope you guys find that interesting. But yeah, consider subscribing, and if you do, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new video uploads. I got some fun stuff coming up, a couple of collaborations and some different ideas, and I have a really cool series coming up pretty soon. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. All right, thank you so much, everybody, again for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.